Today I'm going to do a post-it note holder. I know there's a million and one of these videos out there. This is my little twist on it. With the holiday coming up, it's nice to have little gifts to hand out to teachers, Sunday school teachers, friends, neighbors, etc., etc. Just throw a bunch of them in your purse and hand them out to people that you run into. To get started, I have my post-it note that I bought at Target in the dollar section. I've got a tiny little pen that I bought, I don't know, probably from Office Max or Staples or something. A pack of 100 for whatever. I've got my paper, doing Husker red for this one. I've got my chipboard already cut out, some glossy accents, just some extra little tools. I have some elastic that I'm going to use, and we'll just get started. Duct tape, and we'll go from there. Excuse me. For my binding, I'm going to use black duct tape because it's strong and pliable and just all around awesome. So I'm going to take a piece of duct tape, lay it down black. Now I've cut my chipboard pieces 3.5 by 4.5, 3.5 by 1/2 inch, 3.5 by 4.5. I'm going to take my little 1/2 inch piece and just lay it right in the middle of this duct tape here, like so. And then I'm going to take my perfect trim tool. If you don't have this, no biggie. Just lay your next piece of chipboard down with a little gap. This nice tool just kind of, which it's tricky when it's on tape, but it just lays smooth there. Line the next piece up like so, and you have a nice gap. Going to turn it and do the gap on the other side. Make sure it's lined up and smooth it down just like so. I'm going to take my scissors and cut the excess off. Then I'm going to take another piece of duct tape, lay it, well, I think I want to try to center it with this piece like so. There we go. And I've got an awesome binding that's not going to bend or tear or fall apart. And trim those. Okay. See how nice that is? Smooth it down a little more. Alright, got our little book. Okay. Now, before I can glue this piece down, I need to stick, well, okay. First off, I need to glue the back cover on. So here's our book, back cover. So I'm going to take my glossy accents and I'm going to cover my back sheet. Make sure that it's the right way up. And then smash it down on my sheet. Now, my paper is a tad bigger than my chipboard, no problem. I'm going to go ahead and trim that little excess off. Excuse me again. Okay, got my back cover. I am going to now go in the center, and I'm going to make 2 little hashes back here with my X-Acto knife all the way through, like so. Make sure it goes all the way through your chipboard. Then I'm going to feed my longer piece of elastic through. One side and then the other side.
Mommy, when I tried a nut, I opened the nut all by myself first, and I tried it, and I didn't even spit a nut out
Good for you.
of my mouth. It was so good.
Okay, now I have my little loop of elastic fed through my little cuts that I made. I'm going to take some glossy accents and I'm going to glue these little tabs of elastic down flat. Just like so. Hold them there till they're glued down good. Okay, now for this piece here, the smaller piece of elastic is going to be to hold the pen. So I don't have exact measurements here, I just eyeball stuff. If that is there, get my pencil, and my pen is here, I'm going to want my elastic about right up there. So just in the paper, I'm going to make my little cuts for the elastic. I'm going to cut my, or erase my little pen marks that I made. Now I'm going to do the same thing as I did with the cover, which I didn't make those cuts quite big enough. I'm going to feed the elastic through my holes. And then I'm going to take my glossy accents and glue those little leftover tabs down. Just like so. And hold till they're down. Okay, now I can take this piece and get it glued down. Just cover it with the glossy accents or whatever glue you prefer. I obviously am a fan of the Glossy Accents just because it seals so well, it glues fast, tight, and just overall good product. So make good care to squish down where I have that elastic underneath the paper, just to get a tight seam all the way around, especially here where this little elastic might try to pop that paper up just a tad. Make sure you get glue in between there. I'm just going to use the side here to kind of get it smashed down good. Okay, that's my back cover. And as you can see, that pen slides in there nice and it holds it good where it's not going to fall out. All right, now for the front cover. I've got my two pieces, and the first thing I need to do is glue down the front piece. That lid on there. Right, and I did not get my excess trimmed off this bottom piece. And now okay, now as you probably figured out, oops, let's get this trimmed. The elastic I put on the back is the closure piece, and what it's going to hook onto on the front is this little flower that I just made out of UT, and I do have a video uploaded about making this. I used mold putty to make a mold out of a resin flower I had, and then I made extras of these, put wire in the back to almost make like a button. So I'm going to take my little flower, figure out where it's going to be positioned, and get some little holes. Take my poke tool and get my little holes situated and feed that in. Now, my wire is a little long, so take some wire cutters and cut that down just a little bit. And then get that smashed down pretty tight. Now, I can take this piece and get it glued down to cover up those wires. I like to kind of put some glue right over that just to make sure it's going to get sealed. And then get that laid down. And smooth it. Glossy Accents squeezing out. It's a little hard with that little flower on there. You can't really lay it down flat. Okay, just like so. Now, I personally like having rounded corners on things, so I'm going to stick this in my little cropper and round the corners like so. Insert my pen. Then I'm going to take my glossy accents and cover the back of this Post-it note paper and stick it down in its spot, like so. And you've got your elastic, which is going to go around your flower. If I can pull it. I'm kind of wet here. Like so. And you've got a cute little Post-it note holder. Throw it in your purse or wherever. Thanks for watching.